Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We're going to do another 2 replay analysis for today. This is going to be covering Fresh, Queasy, and Technical or 198G. So we're going to do Technical first. This is Low Champ 2 2v2. And he says he needs a lot of help with this. He's not sure what he's doing wrong here. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright. And you said that you were Champ 3 at one point. You fell back down in Champ 1, and now you're stuck again in Champ 2. So, usually if that happens, it's a little bit of bad luck, but at the same time, what ends up happening is if you hit your peak MMR, don't be surprised if you fall quite far down, especially the first time when you reach a new rank, because what ends up happening is you are not used to the higher level gameplay, and when that happens, you get completely overwhelmed, you get discouraged, and it actually ends up affecting your other games. And it may not feel like it does, but it does, because it happens all the time. Okay, good block. You just gotta be careful with the guy behind you. I mean, you do know he's behind you, right? Right? You see Spicy Chicken land behind you. You can hear him flipping behind you. So just, honestly, just let him go ahead of you at this point. Either that or just go to the left a little bit more, so you have a little bit more space. Oh, you're over here. I don't know why the camera does that. It like flips over to the other side. So what you can do is you can just simply, you know, just, oh, it's not, oh, because I didn't pick a color, I think. No? Why is it doing this? Why are you doing this? I'm trying to use my, what you call it? I'm trying to use the Epic Pen. So you can just, is it going to do it? No. Why is it not doing it? It's not letting me use the pen for some reason. That is very strange. Well, I was going to say that you can just go to the left a little bit more to just give yourself more space away from the guy who's behind you. Because, let's face it, he's going to be right behind you and he's going to demo you because you're the obvious person in his way, and he wants to not put his teammate in a 2v1. Okay, I don't like this because your teammate is already there. I know he has 0 boost, but you just gotta trust the process here. If he's already in that spot, then you don't go. Because if for some weird reason the ball goes over your head, there's no one covering the net and they'll just score. So you just gotta be careful. And remember, it's in the corner of your side, so that's one of the safest parts, or if not the safest part of the field. Alright, it looks like they're gonna score, so let's see why. Okay, this is just a really bad sequence here. This definitely could have been taken advantage of a lot better. I don't know. Yeah, you're flipping too much here. Like, you can't be doing this because, look, you go right past it. Just relax. Right? Let's face it. This guy is already in front of you, and he's probably gonna beat you to the ball anyways. So just have that mentality first. When you have that mentality, then you're not going to want to flip because you just accept the fact that he's just going to beat you, right? So have the mentality that they're just going to beat you here, right? Then you can just drive, and then you won't have been flying past the ball. And then your teammate, I don't know what your teammate's doing. Maybe he got confused over what you were doing. Okay. He did take a little too long here. This was his opportunity to just turn in, but he doesn't. He hesitates. I don't know why he hesitated there. He was going to turn, and he turned back going to where you're going. So, it's a mistake on both of your guys' part, and he had a really bad 50. So don't flip like that, especially when you're so close to the ball and the guy is next to it, because it's unpredictable, right? If you're not good at pre-flipping into the ball, then you're just going to go flying right past it. So it just doesn't work out. So please just take your time. So that should prevent you from doing stuff like that. I got to get that drawing thing figured out. I don't know why it's not letting me draw. So it looks like you get scored on 2 more times. Good try in the pass here. Yeah, the control isn't that bad. Yeah, it's just they're just ready for it. That's really what the problem was. Good save. Nice. Good save on your teammate. Okay, get 1 feet around the guy. Good demo. Unfortunately, you hit the ball in a way where it's not going to go in. But that's a good effort, though. That's totally fine. Good use of the spacing there. It's really good. I like how you went a little wider. Gives yourself an easier time to read the ball. That's what you want to do. If you can take your time here. Nice speed. Excellent. Good stuff. Yeah, it's just the guy's behind you the whole time, so it's one of those moments again where you just gotta pay attention to what he's doing behind you. A little bit claustrophobic here, but now you're able to have a free chance on. Good try in the pass, a little too far forward, but the attempt was there. All right, this is fine. Good, you're going wide. You don't need to go in the corner. Nice. Made the guy panic and he threw away the ball. Nice save. Looks like they're about to score again, so let's pay attention here. These freaking challenges from your teammate are just so bad. Yeah, the only thing I have an issue with here for you is that you're just positioning too far in the corner. You can just go back around again, like go back more, you know? Because look, here's the thing. Again, it's just understanding what your teammate's gonna do too. And this is why it's important to look at your teammate as well, rather than just your opponents. So, you got your teammate going for this ball. He misses. Right, so what's he going to do now? Well, he's coming right back. It looks like he's going to go after Adrian. Right? This is definitely a fact, because his car language says so. So, you have to quickly just... Hell, even if you just quickly turn and boost around sooner, turn around here, and just go after the ball again. So... But to be fair, your teammate also screwed up, because he shouldn't really be doing that, in all honesty. He sped up the play when it didn't need to be sped up. Yeah, it... Again, kind of weird. It's kind of not good situational awareness from both of you guys. Again, we can blame our teammates all we want, but given the scenario of what he's doing, you can definitely just get back sooner here, right? You didn't have to keep hovering here. You could have just went back to the net. The ball is moving really slow here. The ball isn't going to teleport into your net. And if he's going to take a shot, he's most likely going to want to bring the ball upwards, right? And he I guess, faked it. I don't know, but the attempt was there. So this whole play wouldn't have happened if either A, your teammate didn't do that, or B, you positioned farther back because you see your teammate trying to go for that challenge. So there's always something you can do, and you can't always blame your teammates every time. You can a little bit, but now it's also on your part to cover for that. Right? We're trying to cover our teammate as much as possible. Right? You're supposed to be covering for each other. Yeah, that's just a bad jump here. You definitely gave away possession. Yeah. Okay, so you messed up your jump. Yeah, you just got the timing wrong. You're not even facing the ball when you go up. So you ended up mechanically failing there. Okay, yeah, and then unlucky too is that Adrian freaking lands right on top of you with this challenge. Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah, it's a lot of it's just unlucky, but at the same time, we can kind of agree your mechanic here was probably what screwed you over big time. You weren't able to get the ball out when it mattered the most. Like, this shouldn't have been too hard to do, considering that you're champ 2, right? The ball isn't even that high. So, I think you just had a mechanical failure. And then that part is the unlucky part. There's nothing you can do with that. Like, that's just out of your control. So, the mechanic part will get better over time. I'm not really too concerned about that. It's just more of the game sense side. Just be more aware of your teammate. It seems like you're not aware of what your teammate's trying to do. Because look, your mechanics are pretty decent the way they are. I mean, you can do stuff, so it's not like your mechanics are entirely a problem. You're not consistent. You can do stuff like what you did before, but then for some reason you mess up on the easiest thing, right? So it's just consistency. So again, okay, so this is bad for passing, right? You're too close to the ball. Right? You're just going to fall right next to it. So this pass isn't really going to be that good unless you somehow direct the pinch from the two of you into the net, which is still highly unlikely. If you want to pass the ball to your teammate, give yourself some space first, away from the ball, and like break on the wall so you have more space, and then just dodge into the ball for your teammate. Because it definitely would have worked out. Why? Because you can see that Adrian is not ready for the pass, right? Look, he's facing away. Look, he's going all the way back. If you could somehow snipe this to your teammate should have a way easier time scoring. So, this isn't good for passing, because you're just glued to the ball. And of course, you don't score here ever again. No time left. It's on their side, but they have control over it. Yeah, so for you, just focus on relaxing more. Be aware of your teammate and what he's trying to do. Also, don't forget to look at opponents too. Don't get caught up in these scenarios where you're just sitting in the corner being really slow. Like one of these moments. If you see moments like this, just get back, honestly. The ball's already in your corner. You don't need to go after it so soon, right? Read your teammate's car language. Make sure that you're covering the worst case scenario, because you're not covering the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is if this ball somehow goes into mid and no one's covering for that, because look, he's positioned in mid ready for some kind of pass, which ends up happening, right? Look, how lucky for him. There's a freaking pass that happened. Granted, your teammate did something kind of weird, but the pass is still there nonetheless. That's the reality that we're living in. So you got to position for that reality that we're living in. The reality is that our teammates are very questionable. So you got to cover for that. And remember, this is champ we're talking about. Right? Things are much more unpredictable and they don't make sense. So just prepare for that. Alright, so I'm going to fix the stupid drawing thing. We'll go into the next replay. Okay, we are back in the second replay. I actually fixed the stupid thing. It turns out I'm just retarded and I forgot how to use it. So I was using the, if you see on the right side there, the bar, the Epic Pen bar, there's the arrow, which is the second box. Yeah, I had that enabled thinking that that's how I use the drawing, but I actually have to select the pencil that you see in blue. So I'm just retarded. Yeah, so let's jump into this one. This is, I believe, GC1. Let's go to it. He says, yeah, GC1. And his teammate misses every open net possible. Love to see it, or hate to see it. I'm joking. Of course, we hate to see it. Yeah, so let's jump into it. Seems like this guy wants to flame his teammate. That's what we literally play Rocket League for. We're not playing Rocket League to play for ourselves and get better. We're just here to just flame teammates because we like thinking we're better than everybody else, right? A little bit of egotism doesn't hurt. Yeah, I like how you're using the camera. A little bit of an unfortunate read there. I like your car design. Very sleek. So far, not a whole lot is going on, but that's okay. Okay, I think you're rotating a little too far back here. Again, I always tell everybody this. I'm going to tell you too, and I'm going to tell you this until the end of time, is that you don't need to rotate back so much. I have to break this habit myself too, but I'm getting better at it. I'm not always doing this anymore, thank God. You just got to just use the small boost pads, right? You can always just... I know it doesn't look like a lot, right? Nobody likes small boost pads. Why? Because it doesn't fill your tank. It's just as simple as that. You think that you always need to have a certain amount of boost in order to do anything, but that's just not the case. You can always do something good with 20 boost, right? It's solely dependent on what's going on with the play. So, of course, you can just... Hell, you can even go like this if you want. And then cut in. Alright? Because watch what happens with the play. Where does the play go? It goes over that way. So, of course, you can go and follow this line. Right? And let's actually follow the line. So let's pretend that this is you, right? So you go back, right? Turn around here. And you go for a 50, right? You can 50 it to the right. Why? Because your teammate's to the right. 50 it to your right. Teammate can actually just turn around as it goes up the wall. And he can go after it. See how I have this play imagined in my mind? That's what you have to think about. Look, you're too slow. Now you're all weird. You get a terrible 50. Luckily, teammate's back. So, try to find ways to be as close as possible and as quick as possible. That's how you play quick. Is that you're always just omnipotent. You're just everywhere, right? You don't want to be sitting too far back because you're not doing anything. You're literally not doing anything. Right? You're GC1. This isn't a rank to be doing nothing anymore. Everybody has to be doing something, even if it's off the ball. Right? Your movements matter, even when you're off the ball. People, for some reason, I'm telling you, now I think about it, the reason why you're probably losing your games is because when you're off the ball, you're trash. You're not positioning right, and you're not understanding anything. You're not watching opponents, you're not getting up close to the ball or to the play when you have to be. You're too far back, so you can't follow up your teammate. Yeah, see, you see how it quickly escalates into, like, how many things can go wrong when you're not even on the ball? Yeah, it's so important. Okay, so let's freaking see why he was overcommitted. Okay, this is a good try. I have to admit, I would definitely go after this because it's a wide open net. Now, I talked about this earlier. It's called, not earlier or like today, but in a previous video, it's the pacing. The timing of your play also matters. Now, this is something that's very difficult to really get used to, right? It's called leading up to the play, right? The baseball analogy. I love using the baseball analogy. Why? Because it's perfect, right? The baseball analogy, to those who don't know or those who have just forgotten, is if you notice baseball players, right? You watch the MLB, right? If you ever even do. If you notice, when the pitcher throws the ball, if someone's on base, like the runner, you notice how they always take a few steps off the base before the ball is even freaking hit? Well, you can do the same thing here, right? This is the pitch, right? A play is about to happen, right? You can actually push up a little bit faster. Why? Because the ball can either go forward, left, or right. It will not shoot backwards, right? And besides, even if it did, you have plenty of space to use, and he's already rushing back. He has to rush back because his teammate is getting completely annihilated there. So, if you know that, you can actually push up here with more confidence, and you can beat this guy just barely. See, there's a difference. You're not leading up to the play, while pretending with the camera, you lead up to the play, right? I'm exactly in your shoes here. Right, where'd you go? Okay. You can actually push up a little farther, and then you can go again, and then slot it to the right so he doesn't touch the ball. So yes, this is actually a ball to go for, but you executed it wrong. That's the difference. You had the right idea, but you just didn't get the execution right. You're not efficient enough, and SSL would have done that. 100%. A pro would have done that 100%. The reason why Grand Champs are Grand Champs and SSLs are SSLs is because they're just more efficient. That's literally it. They don't somehow curve the ball when they shoot, right? They don't come up with these insanely weird, crazy, like, weird physics plays, right? They don't do anything different than everybody else. They technically don't. They play in the same field as you, and they hit the same ball as you do. It's just what they're doing differently is that they're just more efficient. I think you could have read this ball better, honestly, and I think you probably can. You probably can see that now, that if you just read the ball a little better, if you turned a little sooner, this would have actually been a lot better. Actually, is there a way for you to disrupt the pass? Let's see. Let's see if you can. Not really. I mean, you have no boost, so to be fair, you probably wouldn't really been able to cover this. Yeah, so just focus on just turning a little sooner there. Just get better with the reads. So far with you, just focus on getting a little closer to your teammate. Don't rotate so far back, and just leading up yourself into the play before it happens. Good try. Alright, so I'm kind of curious to see where the part where your teammate's missing every open net possible. I don't think it was the play where you didn't lead up to the shot. I don't think he was able to even shoot that, no offense. Because I think he was getting 50 off that air dribble. So I'm kind of curious where that starts happening. I mean, if he's missing open nets, then that's obviously his fault. I mean, GC1 should not be missing open nets. Good demo. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Yeah, it's just... The reason why you can't go after this is because, I don't know what his name is, the Creamer? The Creamer? I don't freaking know what his name is, how you pronounce it, but he's facing towards your teammate as well, and he's closer to your teammate. So if you recognize that sooner, you can just turn back sooner, and then you would have been you'd have been there to the ball a lot sooner, and you wouldn't have gotten beat like this. Yeah, so just recognize the threat sooner. The ball isn't coming to you at a very high speed, So there's a huge chance that the guy in net can actually reach the ball. Okay, I don't think you needed the flip there. I think you can just drive and just low 50. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just not efficient enough. You guys' positioning and danger sensing spidey senses are just not activated right now. I'm getting these weird touches. Yeah, it's just one of those games where it's just nobody can freaking do anything, right? It's just... It seems like no matter what you do, it's not working. Try to demo more, too. That usually helps a lot. That opens up a lot of like moments in the defense. So you gotta find ways to demo, and your teammate too. But I mean, you're solo queuing, so you have no idea. You can't really tell them to do that unless you can tell them in the team chat. But who's doing that realistically? Okay, I don't know how that worked, but good shot. I guess you tricked them. I don't know. You guys do score again, so the game is definitely winnable. Good kickoff. I don't know. You say he's missing a lot of open nets, but I don't see it. I do not see it. Am I just not paying attention? I don't know. I don't know what your definition of open net is. Like, if your definition of open net is like a very tiny margin, I mean, come on, that's not really an open net. I mean, look, he's hitting his shots. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not understanding. Yeah, see, you want to double tap this, but this doesn't freaking work. Why? Because they have a lot of space to just get up on the backboard. Why don't you try to just catch the ball? Right? You see him all the way back there, right? You see him? He's all the way back over here in his corner. Why don't you go up for it, hit the ball with your wheels, you'll flip downwards, and you'll catch the ball, and you can just drive forward. You're not using the space that they're giving you effectively, right? Look how much space he's giving you. He obviously knows you have him beat, right? A smart player would let you go after this because he knows he can just use the space to get to the ball later rather than sooner. So using that to your advantage, you actually don't hit the ball to him. He wants you to hit the ball to him. So why don't you catch the ball, right? Instead of hitting it like that, you hit it with the underside of the ball, right? Even if you get a flip reset, but don't use a flip reset. So land with it, and you can just go get a flick or a low 50. That'll put so much more pressure. Sometimes booming the ball away in twos is not a good idea. You don't want to do that. Alright, you have a scoring opportunity here. Actually, no, you don't. This guy is already challenging you, and the guy in the bottom is already in net. Oh, wait, actually, you definitely could have. Good bump? Oh, okay, there it is. He missed the open net. I stand corrected. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. I can't blame him, but at the same time, I mean, he should anticipate the ball is going to bounce to the right. Because the thing is, the ball does look like it's going to go in. So, which means that it's going to possibly hit the pole. Right? Sure enough, it does. And if he positioned a little bit more to the right, he would have had a better angle. Oh, you know what? Nah, he could have scored this. You know what he did wrong? He double jumped. He should not have double jumped. He should have single jumped. See? He double jumps. I don't know how this guy has a freaking SSL Season 1 decal when he's this garbage. But, single jump, my man. Please. Look how he does his second jump. He's barely tilting his car upwards. It's not even a fast aerial. It's not. It's literally not a fast aerial. This is absolutely garbage. What a waste. He could have single jumped, right? Because the ball's low. He could jump, and then he can tilt his car, right, to the right, and then dodge into it that way. This is totally scoreable, 100%. See, it was close to scoring, as it is. Right? But if he dodged into it, I guarantee this ball would have went left way more. Definitely. That's definitely on his part. A lot of people make this mistake. They always double jump rather than single jumping. I don't understand why people do this. He said he missed a lot of open nets, but I don't know what the other times were exactly. Let's go to their saves. Is there any... Are these saves because of your teammate or because of you? Well, that's not open, so we can get rid of that. Okay, that's not open. So where is he missing it? That's not open. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about with a lot, but we can agree that that last play was definitely on him. Definitely couldn't have scored. So for you, just focus on understanding threats and how to position according to that. Try to find some opportunities to demo, man, because when you got these orange players who just seem to know what they're doing on defense, you gotta get rid of them. Right? You might have to play a little nasty, but it has to be done in order for you to win. Right? It doesn't matter how annoying and you gotta play. If it makes you win, then it's fine. So just focus on that. Just focus on demoing more, understanding the threat, and don't always throw away the ball. Okay, so that is it for these two replays. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.